Welcome back to Unplayable. I'm Mike. I'm here with Jay, and we're going to take a look at Altered. You have any thoughts on Altered, Jay, right now?
It's interesting. So if you don't know anything about Altered, definitely head over to their Kickstarter page, and you'll be able to see. It's on Kickstarter, right?
Yep, Kickstarter. They've so far raised $1.6 million. So
that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of people seem to want the game, which is pretty cool.
What's the record for TCG? Isn't it like close to 2 mil? So they might break it.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So head over to their Kickstarter page and check it out yourself so you can kind of get a feel for what it is. But basically, it's a new TCG where there's going to be unique cards that you can open in packs that no one else in the world will have. Kind of Keyforge-esque, except you're still building your own deck and not getting a completely generated deck, which is interesting. It's a very interesting take on a TCG, and I think there is space for games like this to exist. In fact, I think right now is probably the best time for it to exist, with Keyforge not doing very well, and there's no other TCG style game in this space where it's kind of less about being hyper competitive, and I wouldn't even say less about hyper competitive, but more about uniqueness rather than a game like Flesh and Blood or even like Lorcana or Star Wars Unlimited, where everyone has access to the same thing and just figuring out the best version of that thing.
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. We're going to be taking a look and playing a game, and then afterwards we'll talk about, I guess, what we think about it, if we're going to back, and yeah, just going to see how that goes.
All right. So, sounds good.
Yeah, you ready to get into this game here?
I am. Let's do it. How do we determine who goes first? I don't remember.
I have no idea. We can roll a die.
Let's roll a die.
All right. I got a 5. And you got a 2. All right. And then to note, we're not going to be talking about like how to play the game. If you want to go learn how to play, Dan at Main Deck put out a really great video that explains everything. So just go check out that video. He did it way better than we ever could. So
exactly,
we're gonna just play and see if we have fun with it.
Yep. So now, is there a benefit for going first or second?
I have no idea, but I'll go first because I won the roll. I don't know. In every game, there's a benefit for going first, it seems. But
not in Star Wars Unlimited.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's good. Sometimes I feel like it's bad. All right. So in this game, you do draw an opening hand and then resource cards, but you resource 3. So got to figure out which 3 cards I don't want and you don't want.
And I don't want. We're going to dump this for now. We start with 3. So having a 3 cost to drop is kind of nice, right?
So we did play one like test game yesterday or the other day, just to like make sure that we knew the mechanics well enough to like record a video about it. And I got stuck with like only cheap cards ever because I resourced my expensive stuff. So I think I'm going to try the opposite this time. we'll see if that's good or plan. Dumb. It might be dumb. Let's go. Oh, that's kind of cool. I do like that card. Yeah, whatever. Well, I put them in my reserve. We'll put them here. This was pretty great. So maybe I just hope I draw something in this range. This is good later.
There is no mulligan either.
Yeah, none. You gotta be happy with it.
Gotta make it work.
Oh, this is actually an instance where going first is worse for me. So maybe I will keep this one instead of this one, because I think if I pass, I'm done.
Yeah, if you pass, you're out of the round.
Yeah, so I don't want to play that card. So I'll do this one instead. So I'll pay 3 for this Lyra Chronicler.
Okay.
I'm going to play it over on this side. I know your character creates that cat token when you're the first player. So I figure I'll pressure this lane while you don't have the cat.
Makes sense. All right, I'm going to play Hua Mulan.
Oh, she was really good in the last
She's the one where she... wait a second. This is a different one.
Oh, that's a different one. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the one that you had played must have been like either the unique version or the rare version. These are the starter decks, so I don't think that there's any unique ones or the demo decks. I don't know. Okay, if you're doing that, I'm gonna gamble because why not?
Go to the reserve. Or, no. Yeah, send it to reserve.
Yeah. So I guess this faction is all about rolling dice and I don't know, gambling, which is pretty fun. So target an allied character and then roll a die. And then, if it's 6, it's good. On a 1, it's bad. And then otherwise it's like good. So I just need to not roll a 1, which I did not do, which is great. So this will get a boost, which means it has +1 to all these stats.
Yep, I'm going to pass.
All right, cool. So we compare our values now, I think.
Yep.
And you win
this side,
basically everything on this side. Yep. I win everything on this side, which means that we move our little markers over 1 space. Once our markers meet, that person wins. And then at the end of the thing, we move them back to the reserve and go to the next round where you're the first player.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear, Coach.
Yeah, I bet. Okay.
Oh, we forgot to use the start game button, but I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
All right, let me get my Buddha.
We know we started the game.
Yeah, we know.
All right, so you got Buddha out.
Yep.
Who's a cat.
A cat token. So I have to go first. Let's play. So over here, I'm trying to get anything to win. So that's good.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, this is what I want to do. We're going to pay 3 on this side. And it says sabotage from hand. So that means I get to banish something in your reserve.
Ooh,
I'm going to get that out of there.
Nice.
Trash.
All right. So you've got a total of 4 whatever icons over here, the leaf icons, which is what I need. So do I go here or do I go here? I feel like you're not going to go here because you have 1 resource left. How many cards do you have? You have a bunch of cards?
I have
2. 2 cards? Okay. Unlikely to have something that costs 1, which, yeah, so whatever. I'll play this guy over here.
5. Holy cow.
5 on 2 of the stats, which are the 2 stats that you need on this side. So
beautiful.
I'm hoping that you can't beat me there.
Beautiful. So what are the chances of you even playing anything over here? Probably none, right? So
I have no resources left, so.
No reason to even play anything, I feel like. So, oops. I'm just going to pass.
Okay. You know what? Just because I can't help myself, I'm going to gamble. Okay, and
Nice.
It's not a 1, but it doesn't really matter.
It does not.
Yeah, I'm rolling for a 6 there, so that it becomes anchored and doesn't go back to my reserve, basically.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you already passed. I'm passing now because I got nothing to do. So I move mine, you move yours, and we go to the next round. We move our stuff back, ready our stuff, do all the things.
Draw 2.
Yep.
Huh.
Resource 1, but which one? This is kind of good.
Don't need you.
This is good. But are these better? I think so. I'm going first this round, huh?
Yep.
So let's do this card. And we'll do it. What do I need here? I need forest or leaves over here, and I need mountains and leaves over here. Well, this has both mountain and leaf, so I'm going to put this over here. And I get to resupply when I play it from hand, so the top card of my deck goes into my reserve.
Nice.
Huh. I could play that if I wanted to.
You sure could, couldn't you? So you're at 2-2, and we both need those 2 stats on that side. Okay. Okay. One of those 2 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
On this side, we need leaf, and we have 5 resources to play with. So, 3, 4, 5. That one's trash for me though. Maybe we go over here, or do we go here? I'm thinking we go on this side.
Okay.
And she gets 1 boost.
Oh, you got a boost. Okay. And you're fleeting as well, I think, because
Yep.
you came from your reserve, right?
Yep.
Okay. Maybe I'm not playing this. Maybe I'm playing this. Are you going to contest me here? I feel like you probably wouldn't. I think I'm going to play this here. Put you in a tough spot, hopefully.
So we're tied here, right?
We're tied here. Yeah, thank you. And then I'm winning over here.
But you still have your roll a die.
I do. So I have a 4 out of 6 chance to boost something.
Sure. I'm going to play this on this side.
Okay. Oh, wow. 3-3. I am winning on forest because you have 0 here. So we would both move in theory.
Yep. That's right.
Okay. I think I'm cool with that. So I'm gonna roll a die and try and move ahead here too.
1, 1, 1.
Don't get a 1. Oh, I got a 6, which is I mean, it's okay.
It doesn't die.
It sticks around, but I don't win.
Yeah.
Maybe that's fine.
Me.
And then I pass.
I'm happy with that. Okay. So we both move ahead here.
Yep. And then neither of us move ahead here. And then that goes there. The anchored goes away, but she's still fleeting, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And your first player.
Yeah, that's how I would say it works.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I get it. This is so good. How good is this really? Maybe I don't need this. I'm gonna regret getting rid of that one. Let's do this one. All right.
And I'm first. Hey.
You are.
You're at
you got your free
leaf.
cat.
You got 0 leaf on this side?
Yeah, no leaves. Oh, wait.
Then I should have moved up.
Yeah, you should have moved. Yeah, you should have moved for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I don't know. You 100%. You believed me.
I did believe you.
You 100% should have moved.
Yeah.
Yep.
You would have played it on this side.
I should have played it over here. Yeah. Weird.
Oh, well.
We both moved anyway on this side.
Yeah, but I probably wouldn't have moved.
Oh, is that true?
I had this guy over there. So I wouldn't have moved.
Oh, yeah, because we would have been tied on mountain. Or I would have been winning on mountain.
You would have been winning mountain and leaf.
All right.
So you can just you just move me back.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. This is something that happened the first time that we were playing too, is like getting confused about like, are you supposed to go after the symbols that you're in or the ones that are like you're going towards?
Right. All right. So I have to go first. Let's do. Yeah. What are you trying to get over here? Water. I don't have Jack for water, so I'm gonna play Mulan over here.
Okay.
And she gets double boost.
That's a lot of boost. So you are trying to get mountain and water, and you're at like 8 mountain.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. Okay, so I'm almost guaranteed not stopping you from moving over there.
Almost.
Oh, actually, this card is crazy. I didn't even read this card. I just saw that it was expensive. You've got 2 left, and I think I'm probably going to move over here just due to the fact that I've got 3 water. So I'm going to play this dude as Modius. So I get to roll a die. If the result is 4 or more, he gains anchored. Otherwise, he gains 3 boosts.
Holy crap.
Which seems crazy. So we got a 3, which is not a 4 or more. So we get 3 boosts, putting me to 8.
No money, though.
No money. And I do have this thing, but I'm definitely not doing it on this. Because I do not want to lose it.
Huh. Okay. So do I try to block you on this side? Or... No, I don't. I just try to win this side over here.
You try and push.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, you could bring this in.
That was 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do this. I think this is from hand. The character gains boost.
Okay.
I'll give it there.
Oh, any character. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Okay. You're not really contesting it here. I feel like I shouldn't gamble at this point because I'm going to move on both sides. So I will pass.
Yeah, I'll pass too.
Okay. So we both... No, wait. Do you move?
No.
Yeah, you do because you're winning on leaf.
Yeah. Let's go.
So
let's go.
We both move. This side, we both move.
Let's go. So we're both the same distance away from our person.
Exactly.
Joining up.
Nice. Okay. So this goes away.
The math is something you have to get used to.
Yep. It's pretty different. So I can only keep 2 cards in reserve. So I want to keep the big dude. Okay.
This guy is actually kind of nuts. You get to go first, though.
Yeah, I do, huh? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have kept those. Those aren't great. I mean, yeah, just got to play this guy again, right? Let's do it in this lane.
I think you do.
He's pretty big.
What am I going for with this guy? I'm going for mountains over here. So I have to get 8 mountain.
Yeah. Jeez. It is interesting, like, the order in which things flip, because it determines, like, if we're on different spaces, if we're competing over the same thing.
Right. Which is interesting. I need water on this side to move. Okay. So we'll play this dude from reserve.
Okay.
This guy didn't have fleeting, did he?
I don't think so. I don't know.
No,
the one that had
Mulan was the one that had fleeting.
Yeah. Oh, this guy should have fleeting. Man, how greedy am I? I don't know if I'm that greedy. But if it sticks around and gains anchored, that would be massive. But it's the 1 in 6. And a 1 in 6 for this to just die. So I'm going to pass. If you have something that can ruin me, that's just fine.
5 mountain. Can I do that? I don't think so. If I had my Buddha out there, I could.
Yeah, that's why I figured I'd press this lane while you don't have it.
Do I do anything? Do I just pass? Keep the cards in my hand? Because...
Yeah, I passed, so you know that you're winning on this side and not on this side, I guess.
Yeah, I think I just pass. I don't think there's any... Because I can't get to 8, so...
All right, so we move towards our dudes. We're both 1 away. And if we tie, there's like rules for what happens.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get here. See ya.
Oh, some interesting stuff. I don't need both of those, that's for sure.
All right. If I could have went first last round, it would have been nice. I'm going to play me a Haven Bouncer. And, oh, that guy's dead anyway. But I'll still do it. Kill that 5/5.
Okay. Fair enough.
I could have killed the big dude with that card.
Pretty nuts. It would have been very strong. Okay, and I'm trying to win those 2 on that side. You're trying to win just mountain on this side. Interesting. You're at 4 right now, but you could be at 6, 7. Okay. Well, let's play the demon again.
Another one. You have 2 of these?
I guess. I'm guessing I probably have 3. All these low rolls are actually like better for me than if I had rolled high.
Brutal. All right. What do I need on this side? Leaf or water? You have two resources left?
I do. I'm looking up the tiebreaker rules just in case.
That's still not enough. Rip. Neither of these is enough. Golly. I shouldn't have played that first card. I don't think there's anything I could do here.
Well, that's good for me.
I mean, just play stuff
lose.
in the high area or this area over there. But all right, I'll just play this guy here. All right, now I'll play this guy here.
Okay.
Oh, that costs 3.
2 boosts.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I'll pay 2 for this.
All right. What does that do?
Where do you put spells that don't have fleeting?
In your discard. Oh, in your reserve.
They just go straight to your reserve?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Getting 3 boosts.
3 boosts. Nice. Okay, here's how a tiebreaker works. If both players' markers meet during the same dusk phase, first check if any player moved forward further than necessary to win the game. If one player did and the other did not, the player who did wins. So if you like surpassed your dude, you'd move, you'd do it. And then otherwise, players play a tiebreaker day in the arena. The arena is on the back of the companion region card. Place it in the center of the table and put both players' expedition markers on it. Then play out a normal day with the following extra rules. Certain types of card abilities that make expeditions move forward or backwards have no effect. At dawn, for each region type in the area that add up the total stats in both expeditions, compare all 3 types. Okay, so we just like combine all the numbers. And I guess whoever has the most numbers wins.
Okay.
Or it's 2 out of 3 or something. I don't know. I'll read it. I'll read it after.
I say we don't tie.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna play this thing here just to get more stats.
I'm just gonna pass.
Okay. All right. I'll.
So I guess we are gonna tie.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. Just give this a boost or whatever. Yep. So we tie. We both do the thing. So let's remove these guys. I guess everything gets moved back over this way ish. And then we're just going to go in the middle. Just pretend like there's a thing here.
Is this what it's supposed to look like or no?
No, it's not supposed to look like that.
Oh.
It looks different. It basically has all 3 symbols. So it's like, like one of these. It's like if we can do it this way. We'll just combine our things. So it's basically this.
Okay.
And then we go to the next round. Yeah. So add up the total stats of your characters in both of your expeditions. Compare all 3 types with your opponent. The player who wins in the highest number of types wins the game. So you got to win 2 out of 3, basically.
Okay. And it doesn't matter where.
Yeah. Pretty much. So these go back. Here, I have another resource. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. And do I go first this round? I can't remember who had the first player marker last time.
Yeah, you go first this round because I had my thing out.
Okay.
What I am curious about is like gigantic characters. Do they add to the value twice?
They would, I believe. Because technically there's still 2 expeditions.
Okay.
So it adds its value to both. All right. Let's
not that I have a gigantic character or anything, so don't get carried away here.
Oh
Coach.
yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to read into that at all. Yeah, I'll just play this dude again.
Just play this dude again. Watch, you're gonna hit roll. You're gonna hit a 4 or more finally, and it's gonna be on
100%. Guaranteed.
There
there's
go.
the 6.
That's what I like to see, Coach.
It's
That's
anchored.
what I like
Perfect.
To see.
That's exactly what I wanted.
I'm gonna play my gigantic character.
Okay, so you're adding 3 to each side, so that's pretty good. Then I don't know. I've got what's technically better, this or this? This is more fun. I'm gonna do the more fun one. I'm gonna go all in.
Nice.
So I roll a die and then give it X boosts, where X is the die result.
Please
so let's roll another
6.
6. 5.
That's still good.
That's pretty big. So I've got
That's a
10
big boy.
on each thing in this arena or whatever, in this expedition.
On each thing.
Yeah, because he's 5, 5, 5.
Each
No, he's 10, 10, 10.
Okay. Just in that expedition.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna play this from my thing.
That's pretty good.
I think. I don't really have anything else that's worth playing, so yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
Give him 3.
Yep. So you've got 12 stats, and I've got 10. 12 is more than 10. Going to 11 does nothing for me, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to try. Oh, he's anchored again.
Double anchor.
Double anchor.
Double anchor.
I'll pass. I got nothing else to do.
I'll pass. That's it, Coach.
That's it. So this says at dusk, add up the total statistics of your characters in both of your expeditions. Compare all 3 types with your opponent. The player who wins the highest number of types wins the game. So I think we add them, like fully add them. But you're adding your value to both expeditions. So you're a 6 and a 6, which is a 12. And I'm a 10 on everything. So 12 beats 10 and you win.
GG.
GG.
That was interesting. That's an interesting tiebreaker.
Yeah, definitely. I think you can technically tie again, and then you do that again.
That's so much.
So in theory, the game could never end, because once you reach the end of your discard pile, you just reshuffle.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. So let's get out of this game, and then we'll give people our thoughts.
Sweet. Sounds good.
So Jay, you won that game. What do you think about Altered?
It's interesting. I don't feel like I've played it enough to really like super judge it. There are some really interesting aspects of the game, but it's a little more nuanced than I thought in terms of trying to keep track of what you're going for and what your opponent is going for, because your tokens can be on separate spaces, and then you have to track what their value is for what they're going for and what your value is for what you're going for, and if you're trying to block them or not, or if you're just trying to get what you need to keep moving. So it's a little more mathy than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, that second game that we played, because we did play sort of a test practice game the other day, I enjoyed the way that it played a lot more than I did the first time. I think it was just like, knowing what to expect and knowing that, just having a sense of what might be a decent play, what might not. And I actually, like, when I was watching the how to play video, I thought I'd have a hard time calculating like the different numbers for each symbol in each arena, but it was actually like super easy and didn't really take much effort whatsoever. So cool to see that I was wrong about that. And I liked it more than I thought I would, for sure.
Yeah, I think I agree, especially for a game that it's literally just playing cards. There's no like challenging into your opponent or anything like that. It's just playing cards that have area control on each side. It kind of
feels like Marvel Snap in a way.
Yeah.
Where you don't really maintain your power between rounds, but it's a similar style of, try and get the most, number of thing in a particular arena or whatever.
Yep. The cool thing about this system is that there are like spells, whereas Marvel Snap is just purely characters you're playing on the board.
Yeah.
But Marvel Snap also has the benefit of being digital and having way more crazy stuff that it can do than this game can. But I think this game actually does a fairly interesting job of making the archetypes feel different. Now, we've only played these two starter decks twice, but mine felt vastly different than what yours was doing.
Yeah.
Mine was all about trying to get my gigantic character out and give them stat buff, or just giving all my characters stat buffs, and on the off turn or every other turn having the extra stats for one of the arenas. It felt much more aggro-y than yours did. Yours felt a lot more like I'm trying to
like tricksy a little bit. Like yeah,
which is good.
So are there other things that you were surprised that you liked about it, or that you expected to like about it?
I like the back and forth. That's pretty interesting. I like Star Wars Unlimited does that. Star Wars Destiny did that. And both are games that I really like. That's one aspect that's slightly different than Marvel Snap, is you're not doing it simultaneously. You get to see what your opponent's doing.
And there was that one round where it would have made a huge difference if you were going first, because you could have just like banished whatever I had in my reserve that I had planned on playing that round.
I don't like that there is no like taking the initiative, because that was just like,
it's a very
I didn't get to do it because I didn't like, there was nothing that I could have done different. Like, I drew into that card on my turn that I was not going first.
Right.
So but at the same time, you can't do the ability that my character has if it is not just alternating first player.
True.
So I don't know balance wise, because I don't feel like I've played enough, but that's one thing that felt like I didn't like losing the strategy of not being able to claim the initiative or the battlefield or whatever. What else? What did you like or dislike about it?
Yeah, I want to talk about, I guess, what I liked first, and then we can both get into like things that we might dislike about it. So I like the back and forth gameplay, like you mentioned. I also think that that's super fun and helps you sort of strategize like what arena or what expedition I guess you're going to play to, because you may want to challenge your opponent in the arena that they play to, or try and dodge wherever they're playing. I think there's more depth than I thought that there would be. I thought it would just be like, play wherever your opponent's not, both players move on every turn, and whoever disrupts their opponent one time wins the game. Right. I think maybe it could still potentially devolve into that at like a high level, or with certain matchups or something like that, but it was definitely more interesting than I thought it would be. I don't think that IP is all that like interesting, or at least I don't really like understand it, but I do like the way that the cards look. Like the art on it is like very colorful and poppy and like very well done, like very high quality. So I do like that as well.
Yeah, the graphic design and the art is all well done. It's just a little generic to me.
I love the card back. Like this might be up there with Lorcana as like an S tier card back. If anybody's watched our card back tier list,
it does
video.
Look good for sure. It's very like Hearthstone-y feeling.
Yeah.
In terms of quality, which is cool. It does feel generic though. Like I don't know. It feels like, I said it to you, it feels very Riot-y, like
it's like
from
League
Valorant or League of Legends or Legends of Runeterra. That universe. Which I mean, that's fine if you like that kind of artwork. It's better than like just straight up anime artwork. I'd rather have this than that.
Yeah, and it is very well done. They all look very good. I'm just not like drawn to the world that they've designed, which I mean, I'm a grumpy old man at this point, so I don't disparage anybody who is excited about it.
Yeah. On the token of being able to go back and forth, did you feel like it actually mattered besides
the cat token that you got?
No. Besides like the action sequencing, besides seeing where your opponent plays. So it's like, oh,
interesting.
Because like, Star Wars Unlimited, it feels like the back and forth is huge because I can attack into your guys. Right. This is just playing characters out. Yeah. So it's like, is the only reason I care about going second or first is so I could see where you're playing or decide where I'm playing before you.
Yeah, it seems like that might be the case. Like, well, aside from that one card where it's like you can do, because I had in my hand, I had a card that like gave a unit fleeting, and I was saving it to be able to use that on something that you had played that you might wanted to have kept around, but it just like never lined up sequence wise in a way where it like made sense for me to play it. So I think there is like nuance there, but I think for the most part, it does feel like it's just sort of like, if you're going second, you're reacting to what your opponent's doing. If you're going first, you're trying to like dodge whatever your opponent's doing.
So like the game we just played, it's like 3 of the rounds you played that giant dude, and it's like, okay, well, the only difference between me and you going back and forth or me just playing all my stuff is I'm playing it to the side that you didn't play that guy.
Right.
Because I can't beat that guy. So it's like...
Yeah, not much of a decision at that point.
But there might be games where it is a little more of a decision.
Yeah. We only know the cards that exist in these 2 decks that we've played. So yeah, hard to say there. Yeah.
Do you think you're going to back this?
It's a good question. Before we started recording this, I would have said no.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm like swayed enough to fully back it, but I would be down to like play some more games with the starter decks and see if I like, playing after 5 or 10 more games. And then I'd consider it. There are things that I don't really like outside of the gameplay itself though. Like I don't really love the concept of like kickstarting a TCG because I feel like it just leads to a scenario where you don't actually have anybody in person to play against because local stores aren't really incentivized to carry the product because it's already been sold to people. So that's a concern for sure. And then also I don't really understand or like the stuff that they're doing with like the app and the QR code and like being able to print your cards and trying to own the secondary market. All that stuff. I don't think it's the best idea necessarily. I think like you're trying to disrupt a very established I'll call it an industry, I guess, and it like either all players buy in and like love it or people don't and it's pointless, I guess. But it's weird that you can like print infinite copies of like the cards that you own and then you cannot be shady and sell them to people pretending it's the real version. Or I mean they say they have protections against that, right? So I don't know. I just think it like didn't need to be done, I guess. Like it would have been fine if it was just normal, like you open a foil card in a pack rather than like you get this foiler that you can like redeem for a foil card. It's like they're trying to do the NFT thing without them actually being NFTs, where it's like, right, I don't know I just don't really understand it. And then the other thing two other things. I hate the QR code on the cards.
Me too. They look terrible.
Like it looks ugly. It's like the first thing I see on any card is a QR code.
Yeah.
And the second, like I don't know if you've seen this, but they have like AI generated like QR codes that like don't look like QR codes, but they read as QR codes. Like it'll be like a top-down view of like a hedge maze or something like that. It looks like, I don't know, if they had done something a little bit cooler, a little bit more interesting than literally just like black and white squares, I'd like it more, or at least it would fit into the card design better. Like it just kind of stands out in a weird way. And then the unique card thing is very like double-sided. Super cool that you could potentially play with and against cards that you only see once. But I know that they've said that, you know, the algorithm has been designed to not allow for like broken cards, but I don't buy
Tell that to Keyforge.
Yeah. Like it's just an inevitability, right? Like given like one is, unless they're all exactly the same, one has to be better than the rest. Right. So there's only 3 cards in your deck that can be unique, but it's like, I don't know, at a high enough level, all you need is like a couple percentage points of an edge, and like you win every game, right? So, or a disproportionate number of games. So those are my concerns basically. But I did like the gameplay itself more than I thought I would. Yeah,
I agree with everything you said. I do think this game, if I were to ever try to get into this game, it wouldn't be competitively, which I don't think. I don't know if they're aiming for it to be or not, especially when you take into consideration one as a Kickstarter. And you look at a game like Sorcery that was a Kickstarter, and it's definitely like a kitchen table game. And this game feels like a kitchen table game because of the uniqueness of the cards being randomly generated, plus the way that the center row works with tokens. There's a lot of tokens in this game. Plus you have the token cards that you have
like the shared like token cards, right?
The shared area that you're both interacting with, for sure. Feels a lot more board gamey, people say. So if I were to back it, it wouldn't be like I will be with Star Wars
You'd treat it
Unlimited.
as a board game, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think I'd probably do the same, and I probably would have fun with that with, you know, friends that came over or something like that. It's like, hey, let's check out this card game. It's very fast paced. It's quick, easy to understand once you like figure out the core rules. So yeah, maybe I'll end up just backing it as like a board game and, you know, build some decks out of the cards that I open, and then just call it a day. Like not have to not go that hard on trying to, you know, collect everything or like be competitive or whatever, because the gameplay is fun.
It's competing in a very tough space right now, though, because there are so many card games right now. So you're vying for attention of so many card gamers from so many different card games. And for me right now, I probably am not backing this. And it's nothing to say against the game, because the game was fun the couple times we played it. But I have Lorcana that I'm playing, and I have Star Wars Unlimited I'm playing. I'm still playing Flesh and Blood. I have Sorcery TCG as my kitchen table game with my brother or whoever, my neighbors, my friends. So I just don't have a space in my card gaming life right now for it. Maybe that changes later and I get into it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think I do like this better than Sorcery, so maybe like I would back this as sort of my version of that, where it's just kind of kitchen table, have fun with friends, like not take it seriously at all. And if that's the case, I'll probably just like back whatever the lowest tier is and just be satisfied.
Yeah, for sure. So that's where I'm at with it right now.
Sweet. All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching us play the game and share our thoughts on what we think. And we'll catch you guys on the next video.
Bye.